Yeah, no good. No bueno.
No.
Hi, my name's Joe, and there was an incident over our break that I talked a little bit about on Instagram, but couldn't really fully get into detail or didn't feel like it. I figured out that there is a side effect to a surgery I had recently that I wasn't expecting. The surgery was for my sleep apnea. There's a battery in my chest. There's a wire that leads up to the back of my throat. And so when I go into REM sleep, without anything, without a CPAP or without this, my tongue, because I am so relaxed, will slide into the back of my throat and try and kill me.
Oh, God.
That's the type. Yeah, that's the type of apnea I have. There's different types. That's it. Yeah.
That's obstructive sleep apnea, I think?
I don't know.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. So, this battery, wire, throat, what happens now, because I didn't want to wear a CPAP anymore, I take a remote control every night. I hit the play button on it. I hold it up to the battery, and it kicks in. And so I have a half hour to get to bed before this thing starts flicking my tongue. That's what it does all night, every night.
Oh, boy.
And when I'm sleeping, no big deal. Even when I wake up, I don't realize it's happening at first. It's a really strange thing. So if I do wake up in the middle of the night and have to go to the bathroom or whatever, I can hit pause on it, and it gives me 15 minutes. I can also obviously hit stop when I'm awake and ready for the day. Well, it was whatever day it was. I go out into the living room where the bathroom is, and I've hit pause, and I'm like, oh, what is that? I have a dog named Clarence, and he's been very good most of the time I've had him, which is now over 2 years. And he hasn't done a lot of damage. He hasn't gotten into the garbage. He hasn't even had a lot of accidents, but he's had a few, and he had one that night. And it wasn't the worst. It was just poop on the carpeting. But because he does it indoors, he has to move around. They love doing that. Dogs love walking and pooping. Yeah. Oh, man. It's his favorite thing when he does it indoors. So it's just like, so, you go to all the spots. And I have a weak stomach to begin with. Like a pretty bad, just thoughts of smells or descriptions can make me want to puke. Mm-hmm. One time I vomited.
It's one of our favorite things.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's so fun.
It is.
But when it comes to that, believe it or not, I've always been A-okay. I just get it done. I just pick up his poop, and that's that, especially outside. Put a bag on. There have been moments where I'm like, I scratched or moved my glasses once, and the bag hit me like a like a warm feces-filled scrotum.
Yeah.
Bloop, right in my cheek. Hit my lip, and so that got to me. But there I am, like, oh, God, dealing with it. It's not diarrhea, thank Christ. So I'm picking it up, and I'm marking. I'm putting little pieces of paper next to each one. So the spot, so I can move the spot bot to each one, little evidence markers.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even think about it. My thing kicked on. And so now
in your throat.
In my throat, my battery, because it was paused for 15 minutes, and that's it. So everything is fine, and I am picking it up, no problem. But then my throat starts to gag myself. And then it was such a weird thing because
your body said, ooh, you're right, tongue. Let's puke.
It's exactly how it happened. No joke. Because it was like almost at that moment exactly that I started to smell it. I mean, it stunk before that. But then it really smelled. It was...
Yeah, now you're tasting it a little.
Now I was tasting it a little. Well, now my tongue is outside of my mouth every 1 second, lapping it up. That doesn't taste good. Let me get some more.
It's smelling like a snake.
Yes. So I do, what any adult person would do who has an uncontrollable tongue wag. I got up. And I ran out of the room, and I took this garbage bag filled with feces. I threw it into the bathroom and just went away and shut my door. And I had to, sit there and, not puke for a while.
Do you pause your tongue?
Yeah. Of course I paused. Well, I stopped my tongue at that point. I'm awake. I'm not just going back to bed.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. I was trapped in my own home. I was trapped in my own room, in a room. And so there I was just waiting. And it took quite some time for it to go away and for me to have the courage to open the door and deal with life.
If you try to think really hard about that memory,
it's not great.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It won't get you again.
I forgot, Fbhw, you have not seen this thing. Like, when I first got it, you weren't in studio.
I was in studio, yeah.
I got to bring it in. I actually meant to bring it in today.
Oh, no, we're going to have so much fun with that.
There's a good video of it.
We
had posted a while ago. Because you're talking and all of a sudden your tongue just juts out.
Yeah, because when to make sure that it's so it's working, right when you hook it, right when you press play, it gives you I'm working like a big one, like a really quick boom boom boom, yeah, yeah. And then like I said, it goes away for a half hour, so you have time to rest and go to sleep. But if I kick it in a half hour before the show starts, then you will see what it just does all night, every night.
Oh, God. That does not sound restful.
It is, though, until you wake up.
Yeah.
And your dog's pooped all over the carpet.
I'm getting used to it.
Trying to keep your tongue from lapping up the smells you don't want to smell.
Oh, then you taste it.
I did. It was
This text from Maine, you guys have my dad gagging as he's driving.
Yeah.
We're back.
Sorry, Dad.
I love gagging dads. That's the name of my web series.
It's Rachel's search terms.